this final segment, I want to give you some tips and tricks to surviving life as an ALT and life in Japan. First things first. Let's talk about pre-departure. If you have only 1 year left before your passport expires, renew it. Even if you don't intend on doing more than 1 year, it doesn't hurt to renew it because you never know what's going to happen. Now, when you decide to get your re-entry permit in Matsuyama, make sure you get the multiple re-entry permit. It's going to cost you more, but you can come and go as you please. Now, no matter if you intend on driving or not, it does not hurt to get an international driver's license. They don't cost a whole lot, and you never know when you're going to be needed to drive somewhere. Most likely, Uojima ALTs will have to drive. Okay, any medications that you might need, prescriptions, etc., it is best to refill or buy them prior to coming here. Just check the JET handbook on what is illegal in Japan. For example, NyQuil is illegal in Japan. Also, things like deodorants, fluoride toothpaste, and other such toiletries might be something you might want to buy. There are no real deodorants here, and there are absolutely no fluoride toothpaste. I will warn you though, deodorants that may smell good to us don't smell good to Japanese people. Most people don't use such strong smelling deodorants, which means some of your students may be turned off by your smell. So be very, very careful on how much you use. Things you might also look into bringing are things that will help keep you sane. For example, my thing is music, so I brought several CDs and my guitars. If you have a favorite childhood toy or something special to you, it will help you cope with culture shock, which I guarantee you will affect you. It's just a matter of how much it does and when it hits you. Also, you can always call the JET hotline and somebody will be there to help you. Okay, one final thing on pre-Japan items, money. Email the ALTs at your BOE or your supervisor on how much money you should bring. Here are some things to consider. You will need enough money to last you till your first paycheck. What that means is you need money for your apartment. That includes your first month's rent, key money, and your deposit. Also, you will need money if you'd like a cell phone, or if you'd like to have running water, electricity, and maybe food. All things to consider. Try not to stress out. It's crazy and frantic your last couple of months before your flight, and your first couple of months here. Just know that there are those at the BOE that are here to help you. No one is going to leave you to figure it out on your own. There is always support. It is best to be prepared for anything. Prior to leaving for Japan, I had gone to every JET prep event in San Francisco, and I had badgered all the alumni on tips and advice. I also checked in with the folks in Uojima to make sure I had everything set. One of the best pieces of advice I can give you is to ask questions, both prior to leaving and when you get there. There are no stupid questions. There are, however, stupid people, stupid because they didn't ask any questions and attempted to do everything on their own. The greatest thing about JET is the support system. ALTs will support each other. Even if they don't necessarily get along, they will help each other out, simply because they understand what each other is going through. This is what makes JET the best exchange program out there, the support system. Also remember, you are in Japan, so do your best to adapt. If you spend all your time thinking, this is not how I do things, this is not how we do things in America, you will drive yourself insane. Okay, let's fast forward, okay? You've landed in Japan, you're at the orientation, you're in Tokyo. What now? Listen, take notes, and just absorb everything you can. Also, don't stress out. It's gonna be hectic. You may feel overwhelmed. But here's the thing, you're not alone. Everyone else feels the same way. The thing you do not want to do is go out drinking and miss out on a meeting. The meetings and seminars held at the orientation will prepare you for a majority of the issues you may face. Now, the orientation in Matsuyama before you come to Uojima will solidify things for you, and it will prepare you for what is to come in Uojima. Okay, I know you're filled with a billion things right now and you're trying to digest everything. I'm gonna throw a few more tips at you before I go. Okay, number 1, you'll be coming into Japan during the summer. Now, if you're from Guam, it might not be too bad, but me as a Hawaii boy could not handle this heat and humidity. A lifesaver I found were the Gatsby ice wipes. Okay, they're body wipes that have menthol in them. They keep the body cool and keep you from feeling all sticky and messy throughout the day. Another summer tip would be to head over to Uniqlo. There's a clothing line called Heat Tech. They're shirts, underwear, and pants that are meant to breathe better and also wick away the sweat from your body. They are great for summer wear. There's also a winter line of Heat Tech that keep you extremely warm in the freezing cold classrooms. Remember, classrooms in Japan have no heating, no insulation. They will be very, very, very cold. Okay, tips on saving money in Uojima. There are tons of ways to do this. Cook at home as much as possible. Most stores have weekly specials, so go out and look around town and check the stores. You'll find some great deals by just walking around or biking around town. If you can, during the winters and summer, try not to use the heating and AC when possible. This will kill your wallet. Trust me, during the summers I have left the AC on all day and night on the weekends. Those 2 days alone caused a huge spike in my bills. This is a small town. Saving money isn't difficult. Just watch your spending and you will be fine. Okay, they'll explain this at the Matsuyama orientation, so I won't go into too much detail. But basically, you will need to separate your garbage. Okay, the one tip I will say on that is do not throw all your trash into one trash can and separate later on. This will be a huge, huge pain in the butt. Okay, this is probably the best piece of advice I can give you for living in Uojima, or Japan for that matter. Make Japanese friends. Now, I'm not saying only Japanese friends, but do not be one of those ALTs who only hangs out with other ALTs or other people who speak English. One of the reasons for that is that ALTs leave. They are not going to be in Japan forever. So come changeover time, you will see a ton of your friends leave. I'm also not saying do not make friends with ALTs. I'm just saying make friends with people in your community. This is what you are here for. You're here to learn a new culture and to share your own. Plus, think about it. What's the best way to learn Japanese? By hanging out with people who only speak Japanese, or by hanging out with people who only speak English? I learned Japanese by surrounding myself with folks who didn't speak a lick of English. All your friends don't have to be Japanese, but with that being said, all your friends don't have to only speak English. Okay, one last thing, and this is totally up to you. But be careful how you hold yourself during your free time. I'm not saying don't have fun, but be careful. This is a small town and word travels fast. If you don't want to be known as the crazy foreigner, then be careful what you do and where you go at night. You are a borderline celebrity in Uojima and on the JET program. You will be recognized everywhere you go. So just be careful. Okay, now that's all I've got to say. I hope I helped and I didn't scare you off. This is a wonderful program, and to be honest, I'm sad to leave it. There are days when you feel you're not wanted and not respected, but all it takes is one kid running up to you and yelling good morning to turn your day around. Just remember why you are here and who you are here for. The children will make your day, and they enjoy having you here. You just have to have fun with them and do what you can to share both you and your culture. Enjoy your time on JET, enjoy all the great food, and enjoy all the fun events in Uojima.